Hey guys, if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, which just came out today, and I'm probably one of the first individuals in the world who has gotten my hands on this device. Now, I haven't bought the device to review it on this channel for myself just yet. The device just launched today. However, Samsung did invite me to their launch event where I actually managed to get my hands on the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. And in today's video, I want to share with you guys how I felt seeing the smartphone for the first time, what are the specs that really impressed me, and why I think this smartphone is probably going to become one of the best smartphones in 2026. So for those of you who are extreme fans of Samsung, Android, or even just anticipating the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, this video is for you. You're about to learn so much about the device. So stay tuned and let's get straight into it. Now, when I first got my hands on this device, I of course realized just how beautiful the new colors are, especially this violet color that I have in my hands right here. But I also realized just how much more slim Samsung has made this new device. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra, Samsung says, is their thinnest ever Ultra series smartphones in the S series of smartphones. Now, when I was actually holding it in my hands, I would agree with what Samsung has said because it definitely felt much nicer to hold, especially because it's thinner, and you may not think it's that much of a difference, but you can actually feel it when you have it in your hands. But yeah, back to the design, and the new design is really beautiful. Now, I know it's probably taken inspiration from the Z Flip and Z Fold 7, more towards the Fold 7 I would say. But what Samsung has done really well is the design was really stunning on the Fold 7, and what they've done is they've somehow translated that design style into the S series smartphone when it came to the S26 Ultra, and I'm fully a fan of what they've done this time. Now, when it comes to the colors, you have four options. The first hero color that Samsung's really pushing out this year is this brand new midnight violet color, and to me this is probably the best color from the bunch that they have put out besides the matte black one. And that's only because I love matte black phones. But yeah, I believe that the second best color would be this hero product color that Samsung is really pushing, this violet color, and I believe a lot of people are actually going to go for this. It has a very subtle kind of striking purple color, but it doesn't really stand out that it captures so much of attention like probably, let's say, the orange iPhone 17 Pro Max. This is a bit more premium, subtle, quiet, but mysterious at the same time, and it really makes me feel like anyone who buys this color for the first time, I actually agree that a purple colored smartphone is probably a good choice. Now, the other three colors that you have starts with this sky blue color that you have over here. You also have the trademark white Samsung color. This is very similar to what we've seen with the A56 and this glossy kind of back end that you're getting here as well. And of course, we have my personal favorite. This is the matte black color from Samsung, and this is probably the most premium looking beautiful color for the S26 Ultra. But hey, that's only according to what I'm telling you. Now, when it comes to the display, you're getting a 2K resolution screen, and this is a dynamic LTPO AMOLED display. And of course, it's going to go up to 120 Hz in terms of refresh rate. But what's pretty amazing is that this is also a QHD Plus panel, so it's going to be one of the most beautiful screens you can get in a smartphone this year. So when it comes to watching your movies, videos, and basically consuming content with this smartphone, you're absolutely gonna have a great time enjoying yourself. Now, when it comes to the camera system on the smartphone, Samsung is maintaining what they've given us last year, especially with the 200 megapixel telephoto lens, the 50 megapixels ultra wide camera as well. Basically, on this device, you're getting 4 cameras, the rest are basically 50 megapixels. Now, why I love the fact that Samsung has just maintained their camera system is because that allowed them to actually fix their camera when it came to the software side of things. So with the new AI system and things like that that's going on with Galaxy, Samsung has managed to somehow put in AI features that can actually beautify your photo and give you much more pleasant results. So while you're getting the same hardware in terms of the camera module that's on the back of this smartphone, you are getting better quality images that's coming out to your smartphone this year. I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of you guys, but basically, trust me, it's the same camera, only it's able to give you better photos this year. Now, of course, when it comes to your video as well, you're able to shoot in 8K 30 frames per second. Now, that is a lot more than a lot of us would even need on a smartphone, but the fact that they're allowing you to capture 8K 30 frames per second, that's pretty amazing. Now, when it comes to the RAM and storage, you're going to get a few options with this guy, and the RAM starts from 12 gigs and you also have the 16 gigs version. As for your storage, you have 256 gigs, 512 gigs, as well as a 1 terabyte version. So you'll be getting 12 gigs of RAM if you choose the 256 gigs version or the 512 gigs version. But if you choose the 1 terabyte version, you're now getting 16 gigs of RAM, which is absolutely overkill at this point. Another amazing thing when it comes to the performance of the smartphone is that you're also getting the latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Generation 5 made for Galaxy, so definitely it's optimized much better with the Samsung devices this year. What this means is better gaming performances, so 120 frames per second very easily, better cooling system as well with the new vapor chamber in there, so you're not going to have trouble in terms of getting more power out of this smartphone. You have the absolute most powerful smartphone with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. So I wouldn't worry too much if your question is gonna be like, hey, is this smartphone powerful enough? It definitely is more than powerful enough for every single human being on this planet. Now, with the battery this year, Samsung is giving us a 5000 milliamp battery, and according to what Samsung has claimed, it will last you easily past 1 full day of usage. Now, when I actually go and buy my own Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra later on, I will test this out for myself, but as of now, we will just believe what Samsung says. But what's amazing when it comes to the battery life and charging and things like that this year is that we are getting 60 watts fast charging. Now, this is the first time ever in a Samsung device we're getting extremely fast charging on a flagship device. Now, a lot of you may say we've always been getting fast charging, but hey, 25 watts, 30 watts, 45 watts, those are not fast charging. Only anything above 50, 60 watts is what I would say is true fast charging, and this year we're finally getting 60 watts with the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. Finally, Samsung, like, this has taken you guys a long time to give us, but I am more than happy that it's finally here. Now, I'll tell you why having a really ultra fast charging smartphone is important to someone like me, because when I go out and shoot my videos, especially in 4K, 8K and things like that, my battery runs out within a few hours. It's half the time from what a normal person would get. So what I'm trying to say is a normal person would get double the battery life of what I get. My battery might last half a day. So what I need is I need my battery to be charged back fully as quickly as possible when it hits midday. So having a 60 watt charger, according to Samsung, will allow me to get from 0 to 75% battery in just 30 minutes or less, which means I'm looking at somewhere around 45 minutes to get a full charge from 0 to 100%. Now, if this is true, then this is a game changer for me, because I can really shoot a lot of content on my video on my phone and not worry too much about the battery dying, because I can just charge it back up really quickly. Now, among the last two features about this smartphone that I found myself really enjoying when I was taking a look at these devices at Samsung's launch event. Before we go into the AI features, I want to talk about the Galaxy S Pen. So the S Pen, as usual with Samsung, they've removed their Bluetooth feature and things like that. So you're getting the very standard S Pen this year. Once again, as we've seen with the S25 Ultra, the S26 Ultra's S Pen is the exact similar one from last year. Now, if I'm completely honest with you, the one reason that I always find myself drifting to the Samsung Galaxy S series of smartphones now, especially the Ultra lineup, is because of the S Pen. And it's the only reason I would use a Samsung S series smartphone is because of the S Pen. I find it so useful, especially when I'm in the middle of my thoughts and I want to write down something really quickly, put a reminder or things like that. The S Pen is just so convenient to draw things out, to draw mind maps and things like that. I absolutely love what the S Pen can do on this device. I'm actually kind of surprised that not many brands in the market have given us something similar to the S Pen up until today, or maybe there were a few but none really took off. I'm just really surprised how Samsung has become the only brand to actually do this really well for years and years. I still remember the days of my Note and Note 2, Note 3 with the pen Those were many years ago, especially in my uni days and things like that. It was so convenient to have the S Pen with me. Now, the last thing is your Agentic AI features on the new Samsung Galaxy series of smartphones. So what this means is AI is finally being integrated into your daily lives with BIXBY, with Google Gemini, your Samsung Galaxy AI, with your morning brief, and all these features that Samsung has introduced to us over the last 2 years. What they're doing now is they've made the phone understand exactly what you are trying to do as a person. So if you get a message from someone asking you for someone's phone number, now this is an example, asking you for someone's phone number, the phone will just read that by itself and have a pop-up appearing there, giving you the suggestion for the phone number that your friend is asking, where you can just forward it to him without having to go through your whole phone and look for it. Or for example, someone tells you to edit a photo for them and add someone into the photo, or things like this as well. Your phone is able to detect things like this. Or someone sends you an invite to their wedding or a birthday party, your phone will just create an event out of that, so it reminds you on the spot that you have something coming up. Now, why this is important is because it's gonna make how we use our smartphones much more easy. Now, especially with people like my parents or your parents, or people who are not very well versed when it comes to using a smartphone technically. They are more like, I want to just do this, I want to just do that on my smartphone, but when it comes time to actually find something on a smartphone, they actually struggle to find it. These AI features will actually make your life so much easier, and it's something that I'm really looking forward to, because with the new AI that Samsung's promising us this year, I really can't wait to get my hands on the new Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra. I really want to test out this whole AI ecosystem that Samsung is introducing to us and really see how it helps a normal person out like me on a daily basis. Now, another feature that I almost forgot to share with you guys is actually the privacy display on the S26 Ultra. Now, this privacy filter is not available on the other S26 devices. Samsung says it's only for the S26 Ultra this year. So what this is basically, it's a hardware level privacy display where people on the side of you won't be able to view your screen from the side. So your display is only visible to those looking at it directly from the front. Now, who do I think will benefit the most out of this would probably be people who are trying to key in passwords or using a banking app, and you don't want people around you to see what you have on your phone. I think it's a fantastic feature because it works really well. And yeah, I'm hoping that sometime in the future, more devices will be able to incorporate this as well, so you won't need like a privacy tempered glass anymore. This will be a standard feature across all devices. In terms of safety, I think it's the next step forward. So that is everything that I've learned about the Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra in the launch event from the Galaxy Unpacked that Samsung has done for a few creators and media outlets like myself. Now, I've only been able to get myself invited to an event like this thanks to all the support you guys have been showing me over the years. So please help me subscribe, as that will actually help me to get myself into much more events and get more previews into new smartphones, new gadgets that's coming into the market this year. So yeah, it's free to subscribe. Please just help me subscribe to the channel, support my videos. This really means a lot to me. And yeah, have a nice day, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.